Greetings. Today I'm going to introduce a build that have a pretty interesting interactions by stacking the new support gems Spellblade and Battlemage with Vulconus. The core mechanic of this build is to abuse the high flat damage from the Vulconus and gaining high amount of crit chance, also convert 100% of our physical damage into fire damage by allocating the avatar of fire. For our ascendancy, we take Sanctuary, and then Path into Pious Path. These two ascendancies increased our life regeneration and damage. Then we take Instruments of Virtue for the Battlemage. For the last ascendancy note, we take Righteous Providence. It give us large amount of crit chance, energy shield and life from the strength and intelligence. For our passive tree we prioritizing, life, spell damage, elemental damage, spell crit, crit multi, fire damage and AoE. We allocated all 6 life masteries, skills cost life instead of 30% of mana cost. You count as on low life while at 55% of maximum life or below. Add 50 to maximum life. 15% increased maximum life if there are no life modifiers on equipped body armor. You count as on full life while at 90% of maximum life or above. This mastery is useless for us, but we need to get this in order to get our next life mastery. 10% more maximum life if you have at least 6 life masteries allocated. We also allocated 20% increased life reservation efficiency of skills. Fire exposure you inflict applies an extra -5% to fire resistance. 100% increased damage with hits against ignited enemies. We have a large cluster jewel setup, which gave us Cremator and Prismatic Heart. It also come along with 2 medium cluster jewels, which gave us Basic of Pain and Magnifier. Lastly we have 2 Cobalt jewels, which both included fire damage, cast speed and crit chance. We also use a Honored Tattoo of the Flood to get Arcane Surge on hit. This give us increased cast speed and AoE combined with our belt enchant. For our weapon, it is obviously we use Vulconus with any double corruption you like. And also get as higher quality as possible, so that we fully utilize the flat damage on this weapon. On our shield, the most important mod is the +1 to all physical spell skill gems, increased fire damage and avoid elemental ailments. On helmets, we need +1 to maximum blood charges, 10% increased mana reservation efficiency, area effect and some resistance. For our body armor, this will be our most expensive part of our gear. Including mod like spell crit, increased aura effect, apply additional curse and avoid elemental ailments. If really needed I might do a crafting video on this armor in the future. For both of our ring we need cast speed, life, some attributes and resistance. If you have more budget, you can try to hit it with a Warlord Orb and try to get percentage AoE or armor. Amulet we are using is the replica Dragonfang's Flight, with +3 level of all Reap gems, and also anointed with Charisma. For the belt, we get Immortal Flesh with any double corruption on your preference. But it is the best that it have increased AoE on the implicit. We also can get the enchantment that give AoE while we have Arcane Surge. On our glove, it is the most flexible gear slot. We just need life, some dexterity to fix our attribute and some resistance. It is best to have chance to unnerve enemy on hit on the implicit, it increase around 10% of our damage. On our boots, try to get at least 50% avoid ailments, movement speed and some resistance. On our main links, we using Vol Reap, Awaken Spell Cascade, increased crit damage, Spell Echo, Empower and Spellblade. On our aura links, we got Anomalous Zealotry, Enlighten, Petrified Blood and Determination. On our second aura links, we got Arrogant Support, Vitality and Herald of Ash. On our third links, we got Arcanist Brand, Assassin's Mark, Wave of Conviction and Combustion Support. For gems that are not linked to anything, we have Tempest Shield, Righteous Fire, Flammability and Defiance Banner. My opinion on this build is, the wave clear is nice, but not great. Sometime it feels clunky, especially with Spell Echo when you have low cast speed. But the damage is really great, and it is quite fun to build around new mechanics with the combination of old mechanics. All in all, thank you for watching for my very first build showcase, and hope you have a nice day.